Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl here, Obi Precious, and here is Obi Precious family. Before I continue, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and drop your comment on the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. After the interview of YVONNE JEGEDE, the Nigerian movie actress, with Nedu Wazobia, everywhere bazooka. So today we are going to talk, I'm going to gist you guys about YVONNE JEGEDE with his marriage. In this channel, we always tell stories and learn. That's the important thing, to learn from the story we've had. Some people just tell you stories and just, gist you some stories, and very interesting story, and there is nothing to learn from the story. But what we do here is, after telling you the stories, we teach on what you should learn from those stories. So today, there is this actress called YVONNE JEGEDE. YVONNE JEGEDE is a Nigerian actress, a film producer, model, a TV personality. And I'm not going to start telling you a whole story about it. I'm going to hit, because I don't want this video to be too long. She got married to her boyfriend. She dated this guy for 14 good years. And finally, they got married. She got married to an actor in Nigerian movie industry. His name is actor Olakunle Abons. We were so happy to hear that, because when you dated someone for a long time and you guys settle down, it's just a blessing, But in their case is different. After they got married, we started hearing rumors that their marriage has collapsed, and that YVONNE has packed all her belongings, her luggages, everything, her bag, and moved out of her husband's house. I was like, how? Like a marriage that is not up to a year. What happened? How? 14 years in a relationship and then finally married, and these rumors. I personally say that those things are just bloggers carrying rumors here and there. That is not true. We that did not date our husbands, we got married and we are still here. So how can somebody date someone for 14? That means you know everything about the person. So how can they just, the marriage hit the rock like that? That is not, where is the rock from? Where? Who owns the rock? Like how? She married her friend. She dated for 14 years. And just within some months, her marriage hit the rock. On 19th of March, YVONNE JEGEDE publicly confirmed that her marriage has crashed only 3 months after they welcomed their son. This one is from the horse's mouth, and I was like, YVONNE, are you serious? Can you listen to yourself? Recently, YVONNE JEGEDE was invited, and they were asking her questions and she was answering. What I picked out in that, she said that she was the one financing the marriage. Like she was the one bringing more money. She earned more. So she was the one providing almost everything in the marriage. She accused her husband of not being able to deal with the fact that she was the influenced person. She was the Onya mama, you get. She said that her contributions, her opinion towards her money was perceived as if he's bossing his husband, as if he's controlling the man, trying to control, as if he's trying to lord him. And whenever she suggested a thing, boom, the argument will start from 0 to 100. Like they will start arguing and arguing and arguing. She said there was no space for the husband to say, okay, but I think we can do it here, we can do this and do that. No space for that, only argument. She also said that the husband was so insecure about her wearing the money pants. Do you think that YVONNE would have done more to manage the situation and massage the husband's ego? Or do you think that the husband would have managed his wife? What do you think? Let me hear on the comment section. She also said that before they got married, they were so free, playful around each other. She could play around with him and say, I beg, get out from here, you stupid boy. See as your head day, see as your head big like another. This kind of play that some husbands play sometimes. You see some of the husbands say, because get out from here, you stupid woman, you know. But to them is a joke. And I think when they are in a relationship, when Yvonne was in a relationship with Abounds, they were playing this kind of jokes. And now when they got married, Yvonne was trying to be herself, playing the same jokes, and the husband got it so personal and say that she's disrespecting him.
So we're so cool that I could say anything to him. You're crazy, the man, you don't get sense, you don't do this. He's 8 years older than me, but we're cool, my guy. But the moment we got married, if I don't say the crazy, we start to disrespect him. I go say, yeah? Huh? It's the same thing. It's the same me. It's the same Shori It's the same Shori that, you know, I've always said for over 10 years. So it became a problem. It started restricting conversations and, you know, stuff like that.
To this man, friendship is different from marriage. Yes, we might be doing that when we are still in relationship, and now that we are married, it's not supposed to be that way. And to Yvonne, yes, this is me, and I don't know if you're not annoyed about these things, these jokes when I was dating you, then you shouldn't be annoyed now. If you didn't complain then, but why now? So Yvonne was like on this interview trying to be herself because she cannot change it, because the husband is okay with it when they were dating, and now he should be okay with it again. In fact, couple joke differently. There are people that doesn't take things to heart. They just that is their way, that is them. And there are people that cannot, they don't. Like for me personally, I will never use such words to my husband. That's just the truth. Not because I think it's wrong, not because of anything, but because I don't like it. So she started saying that her husband has A1 in malice keeping. She said her husband, like, how can two people be in a room and they have misunderstanding and you now keep to yourself for 1 week? Like she was saying that is not her. She wasn't trained that way. You know, when you have confrontations and disagreements, after some time, just because it's two of you, you can just come in and say, why, what's up, and that. But the husband all the time keep to himself. And this particular time, Yvonne Jegede was pregnant. So the husband, I think they have some issues, and the husband keep to himself. If Yvonne come back around 20 o'clock, Abounds does not care. He will not ask. Like, that is him. This has become a big problem to them because she said any little disagreement, the husband will lock up. Like he has A1 in keeping malice. He will not talk to you, and that doesn't go well with Yvonne because she wasn't built that way.
I don't know how to keep malice. I don't know how to fight, walk out, and come back and see you and not talk to you. I cannot operate like that. Especially we are only two in a building. John Torio Long, am I going to talk to my picture? But he had A1 in malice. So that was what ended the marriage. It was the fact that we kept malice for 3 weeks and I was pregnant in the same house. I just packed my bags one day and I said, oh, I'm leaving. I'm going back to my father's house. What is this?
3 weeks.
What is going on here? Like, I would be so angry. I would leave. I get below. You know, I get below. I'll carry my belly. I'll go to my friend's house for a quick go stay for morning till like maybe 12 midnight. Because they keep malice. He no go even call me say, where you carry my belly go?
And there is this lady, Yvonne's family member that visited. So, and she heard how the husband was talking to Yvonne, and he was like, Auntie, what is the problem? The tone of the man's voice. Why is he talking to you that way? And that was when Yvonne said that is the end of it. She packed all her bags, all her luggages, all her belongings, and moved out of the house. What do you think of Yvonne's behavior? Her behavior of packing out from her husband's house? Honestly, sincerely, do you think that's the right thing to do? Do you think it's enough for you to end the marriage? And when she left, he didn't ask where she was. He didn't look for her. He didn't care. He just locked up. Painful part of Yvonne is how the husband just moved on. Not just that he moved on from her, but he moved on from their child too, from their baby.
Even if you didn't give a SHIT about me,
That says about
do you understand? The concern. You don't chop, we no go stab my begin. There was no, the malice reached the begin. You know, go.
It's hurtful to see that a marriage, a 14 years friendship, has just been trashed like that. It couldn't even survive for 1 year. That is so painful. Let me talk about these two people, because I still see that this would have worked out for them. It's just that these are two people, two-headed people that have so much pride in them, that could not bend for each other. They were waiting for who will bend for who will make the first move, and who will apologize first. That was the problem that these two people have. Then it started just like a play, and it became so serious. Now it will be very difficult to reconcile both of them, because it's now becoming a game of pride, a case of two matured people that made a permanent decision to a temporary situation. Because that was, to me, that was a temporary challenge that came to them. Newly married couple have challenges, a challenge that came to them, and they were not able to manage it. Trust me, when Yvonne packed out of the house, she wasn't packing out from the house to end the marriage. She had that in her heart that this man will look for me, this man will come for me, he will beg me, he will, you know, this women shakara of a thing.
I just picked some few things and I just went to my father's house, and that was how.
Did you at any point sit down and discuss with him?
Somebody that likes to keep malice, how do you want to speak to that? Until today, there was no please come back. Never at any point that it was oh please come back.
That was what she was expecting. But she never knew that to some men, when you walk out, bye-bye. Yeah, just they go. They are not going to come for you. They are not going to ask about you. They will just lock up. In their mind, they will be like, why will you pack out even when we have issues? And I even believe that Yvonne didn't pack everything. Pet your pregnant wife. That was what was on her mind. But to some men, that is not their thing. Imegide pack her out on your own. Let me tell you a personal experience with my husband, because a lot of things are going wrong in our generation now. And if we don't speak out, people will keep making mistakes. I got married to a man who will not apologize. I got married to a man who wasn't perfect. And I came in as a woman who wasn't perfect and stubborn, who always believed that her words and her intelligence go a long way. And this man wasn't like going down well with him. He would prefer to stay on his own. A man who, when you said, you know, some of our women were like, when a woman is saying, leave me, the woman mean hold me. When you tell my husband, leave me, he will leave you for real. Just know that some people were built up to grow in a place where you must stay on your own. So when two of you cling, you learn from each other, you correct each other. It was not easy. For me, it wasn't easy. But a day goes by. I found out that my husband's father died when he was small. And because of that, a lot of things gone wrong. He doesn't know how to say I'm sorry. He haven't seen a father figure say I'm sorry. In fact, somebody he called father looked at him and said, I am not your father. So he grew up alone as a lonely man. So when me that grew up with my parents, my brothers and sisters was there, I don't even know how to keep malice. And I came to him the first day, babe, how far? And the way he will frown, he won't even sit beside you. He will go inside to sit alone. Just imagine that. What you would not in marriage is that the way this person is constructed, the way the person is built, the way the person sees things is not the way you see things. In fact, there was a time I was arguing with my husband and I found out that he said that every time you want to do it your way, every time you want it to be your pattern. And I learned something from this. This keep hitting my mind. I told God to help me and I start restricting myself from anywhere and anyhow he will see or perceive that I am trying to make my opinion the rightful opinion. I try to adjust myself. I try to carry him. And the day I started to carry him in front, the day I started seeing him as my king, that would never be wrong. That was the day my marriage be. Like these men, they can turn around 360 degrees at a go just to make you happy. There are men that feel inferior. They feel, oh, I didn't go to school. And because this woman went to school, he'll be correcting me anyhow. I speak English, he corrects me. Why will he be correcting me like that? That will be a problem. So the ability for you to manage situations that come up in your marriage is very important. I see Yvonne JEGEDE as a very good girl. The husband is also a very good man. These two people would have made this work. For now, they would have gotten maybe 2 kids more, enjoying themselves. I think they didn't have a good advisor. I think they would have seen a therapist, but they didn't. I don't see it as a problem where a woman will pack all her bags and go out from a marriage. No, I don't. I will tell you for free that my husband has changed. Like, if you told me that this man will say I'm sorry for one day, I won't believe you. Even to the children, he will apologize to them. I won't believe you because this is not him. In this country, when somebody said, leave me, when a girl said, leave me, you must, whether he's your wife or not your wife, he said, leave me, you must leave the person. So when I came in with my Jangan team Nigerian, they leave me, and this man leaves. I said, what? What? Do you just leave me? What do you mean? Are you serious? It wasn't easy, but we started talking to each other. Communication was there. I was expressive, and he also wasn't that expressive, but he started expressing himself, sometimes in anger, sometimes, but all of it, I got it. The point is that you express yourself, and I got it. So marriage is not two perfect people. It's two different people, two people that are not perfect, coming together to help themselves, to build themselves, to make things work. That is marriage. When you realize that, that is when your marriage works. Yvonne JEGEDE is 41 years. She no more now. And the husband is almost 50. He no more now. They can do things better now. Because I think when you age, you get wiser. And I pray that something will just happen, that they will be together. Because Yvonne JEGEDE really, forget about what she's saying. She really need her husband. The husband have not said anything since they separated, but the man misses his wife. If I were to advise you, Yvonne JEGEDE, I don't know what happened, but the way you were sounding in your interview with Mercy Johnson, your door is open, the man can come. The man will not come because you left the house. Yvonne, if you're my friend or my sister, I will advise you. In fact, I will take you to your husband. You go back. You don't expect the man to come back to you. You go back because you left. And that is why some of our young people in the villages, when they capture this kind of person, they will grow with them. They will, when you look at the marriage and you jealous them, because they know when to stop, they know when to talk, they know when to start. This is marriage for you. I wish you well. Yvonne JEGEDE mother and the husband's mother, all of them are gone. Absence of their mother plays a major role, because this wouldn't have gotten this far. The mother would have helped their children, joined their children together, advise them, be with them, and help them through that phase, because it's just a phase. a marital phase that always happen. And I believe both parties must have regrets. Please pray for your marriage. To you, was it enough reason why Jegede must have packed the house? To you, do you think not talking to her should be enough reason for her to walk out of her marriage? Do you think YVONNE Jegede moving out of her husband's house is enough reason for the man not to look for a wife and for a child? I just wish and I pray that you guys will still reconcile and train your children together. And if you are not reconciling, I just wish all of you best, and may God literally bless you. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any question or you want to know how I deal with mine, just comment on the comment section.